Well, Metropolis Healthcare is one of the leading diagnostics company in India. They have widespread presence across 19 states in India with leadership position in West and South India. Through their widespread operational network, they offer a comprehensive range of clinical laboratory tests and profiles which are used for prediction, early detection, diagnostic screening, confirmation, and monitoring of the disease. They also offer analytical and support services to clinical research organizations for their clinical research projects. Today we have with us the entire team of Metropolis Healthcare, and to represent them on the dais, we have the head of the company who are stalwarts in their respective fields. We also have luminaries from the world of investment banking and capital markets. It is now my pleasure to invite them all on the dais and welcome them with a token. So please welcome with a round of applause Dr. Sushil Shah, Chairman, Metropolis Healthcare Limited. Now, please welcome Ms. Ameera Shah, Managing Director, Metropolis Healthcare Limited. Now, please welcome Mr. Pankaj Kalra, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited. Please welcome Ms. Neha Agarwal, JM Financial Limited. Please welcome Mr. Sumit Jalan, Credit Suisse Securities India Private Limited. Please welcome Mr. Kailash Soni, Goldman Sachs India Securities Private Limited. Mr. Unmesh Sharma, HDFC Bank Limited. What's the name? CEO? Vijendra Singh, CEO of Metropolis. Please welcome Tushar Karmik, CFO Metropolis. That's it. And of course, the host of the day, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSC Limited. And now, to begin the event on an auspicious note, may I request our distinguished guests to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting. So thank you all for lending your hand to begin the event on an auspicious note. Let's give all of them a big hand. Moving forward to commence proceedings, let me invite Mr. Pankaj Kalra from Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited to make the opening remarks. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. I think on behalf of the team at Kotak, it is a great pleasure, and we're very proud to be associated with Metropolis and the other book runners on this landmark IPO. Many of us have believed for a long, long time that Metropolis is, one of the best and the most trusted diagnostic names in India. We are, of course, highly confident that, given Metropolis's nationwide presence, its presence in high-growth markets across South and West India, excellent reputation for clinical excellence, and a very credible management team, Metropolis will clearly go to, greater heights from here and, emerge as India's leading diagnostics company. The IPO, as many of you know, was a resounding success, and it was no surprise to many of us who've been associated with the company for a long, long time. Just to put some statistics out there, the institutional tranche was covered about 9 times. The overall level of subscription was, close to 6 times. And we generated, I think, retail applications in excess of 140,000. So by all accounts, it was, a very, very successful IPO. I think one of the other noteworthy points is that, there were many marquee investors such as Capital, Neuberger Berman, and First State who have come in to the company, which is, again, reflective of the faith that investors have in the company's management and the investment story. So I would like to take the opportunity to maybe now hand over to Dr. Sushil Shah for some comments. And, once again, thank you to the Metropolis team for giving us the opportunity to work with you. And we hope that it will be the first of many transactions that we work together on.
Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I would really like to thank all of you for on this very, very eventful day for us. And very thankful that all of you are there with us on this particular day. Like all the other first-generation entrepreneurs, we also started off very, very small. It has taken us 35 to 40 years of journey to reach where we have reached today. It has been a hard journey. In a medical field, to make a mark is not easy because it's only by the word of mouth that the word spreads. There is no PR, there is no publicity, there is no marketing. It is only the word of mouth which takes you, so it takes a very long time. Now, this listing listing of the company means different things to different people. And I think to us, or at least to me, what it means is it's a public recognition of your hard work and the progress of the company. And I think this is what is most opportune, that we have so many people at large, they think our company is fit enough to be on this very, very selective field that is in BSc. I think now one part of our journey is ended now. The second part of the journey starts. That is now, I think all the hard work which we have done in the past should pay off, and I think now the golden period for Metropolis actually begins. When all the things that we have done in the past to bring up the company have fructified, and now is the time to build on that and go further and further. Now, the pathology industry is a very fragmented industry, as all of us know. And I think it is going to be our endeavor to see that this fragmented industry is consolidated to whatever extent that we can. And that will bring about a better standardization. It will bring about a better line of, better quality of reports. And it is also going to bring about a better image of the industry. So I think this should be our endeavor in the coming years to bring about this fragmentation into the consolidation where the whole industry improves as general. The pathology industry, as I told you, is growing today at the rate of 15%. But with the insurance coming in, with the government schemes coming in, I think I expect that the industry should go at 30% or more in the coming years. I think this is a very healthy growth, and it should augur well for the industry. So far we were part of a pathology industry or a healthcare industry. And I think after listing, we are now part of the major industry group. I think this is one good thing which has come out of this. Our whole field has now increased to a big level. My personal desire has always been that we should also be an international chain, because there are not many international chains in the world, and I thought we should be one of the first to be having that. My daughter, as usual, doesn't agree with me. She thinks we should never do that. But this is my desire, that I think we should be an international chain, and that will be probably one of the first that we can achieve in spite of being in India. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'd first like to start by just saying thank you to all the people who've been behind the scenes in helping us get here. Starting with the regulator, SEBI, with ROC, thanking our hosts, and also thanking all the BRLMs, the bankers, the auditors, and all the other people who've been in the part of the process to do a mammoth task that is an IPO in India today. I think in the years before, IPOs used to be a very different mindset, but I think our company and our country have really now gone about to make regulations much tougher. So I think it's only now the better companies that actually come to market, and the regulations tend to be also quite difficult. But we are very happy to be here today on this very momentous milestone for Metropolis. While the journey has been long for us, and we've gone through many different phases of starting as an independent lab and moving to a chain of laboratories, and where we are today as a publicly listed organization. I think I really stand here representing all the people who've worked very, very hard for many years, whether it's our 5,000 strong employee base, most of which actually, who've been with us 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and toiled very hard to see us here today. I may be standing up here on behalf of all of you, but really this is your award and this is your celebration as much as it is ours. Also on behalf of our other shareholders like Carlyle, who've been a good support in the past few years. I also stand here on behalf of our other pathologist partners, who have joined and made Metropolis a home by merging their pathology practices into Metropolis. And I also stand here on behalf of all the customer doctors, hospitals, nursing homes, who've really believed in us every day in making sure that we're taking care of the patient's health on a daily basis, and trusting us to know that we're always by their side with absolutely the right intent of making sure that patients are always our first priority. I think it is because of these reasons and the soul of Metropolis that we have managed to earn this trust from millions of people across the country. And this is something that we hold very close to our heart, and something that we will hold close and treasure for years to come, and make sure that that trust is not broken. I think along the way, we've also had 3 different shareholders. We've had private equity companies who've invested in us. And our goal has always been to keep a very clear corporate governance, to be good to our shareholders, to be fair to the people who work with us and our stakeholders. And again, I think this is a reflection of the mindset of the organization, which is what we would adhere to do as we move forward in the future as well. So while Metropolis has had a very exciting history, I am as excited as Dr. Shah is about the future. I think what we tried to do as, in 2015 was really transform Metropolis. And since then, we've been in a stage of Metropolis, what we call as Metropolis 2.0. This is a new mindset of Metropolis, a more aggressive Metropolis, a Metropolis who really wants to be in the market, putting its best foot forward every day, making sure not only are we ahead on clinical excellence, on scientific achievements, but also on business and financial numbers. And I think it's this new phase of Metropolis with our new management team that has me very excited for what we can do as we move forward into the future. Thank you to all of you for being part of this journey with us, and for all the good wishes that we have received from all of you at different steps of the way. Metropolis's journey really is about two things. It's about a two-pronged strategy. One part of the strategy is really to make sure that we are close to patients and earning the trust of doctors every day, every step of the way. And in major markets like Bombay, Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Calcutta, we want to continue to move forward and become the dominant player in all these markets. This will happen by us going closer to the patient, expanding our network, and making sure that we continue to provide quality, empathy, and integrity as the few principles that are going to stand for what Metropolis is. The second part of our strategy is really about the product mix, and it's about making sure that people are trusting us at their most vulnerable periods, when they're trusting us when they have a cancer in their family, when they have a stroke in their family, when the specialized diseases which are afflicting people are coming to us for us to take care of them. And our focus is to keep increasing the percentage of our specialized tests as a part of our entire portfolio as we move forward. But this, again, reflects the credibility and the accuracy of the Metropolis proposition. So as we move forward in this two-pronged strategy, not only across India, but also in a few of the emerging markets, our focus will always be to create maximum stakeholder value for all people involved, to remain fair, and to make sure that we're doing what we believe is right. I'm going to stop on that note. And again, thank you to all of you. And thank you, most importantly, to all our employees who have worked very hard for us to be here today. Thanks, everyone.
So thank you, Ms. Ameera, Mr. Pankaj, and Dr. Sushil for giving us such a positive kickstart for the day. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, BSc Limited, to address the gathering. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Dr. Sushil Shah, Shri Ameera Shah, Shri Vijendra Singh, Shri Tushar Karnik, my investment banking friends, a very good morning to everyone present here. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to the BSc as we celebrate the listing of BSc's newest member, Metropolis Healthcare. Listing of a company is a key step for moving forward, opening new avenues and opportunities for growth. An IPO gives prominence to the endeavors of the company, and we at BSc always look forward to encouraging the accomplishment of these best practices. As seen in the past, growth and impetus is given to each and every company that gets listed on BSc. I'm happy to stand before you representing the proud history of BSc. BSc has over 5,000 listed securities on its platform, making it the largest of any exchange in the world. The story of BSc is the story of Indian economy, with more than $2.2 trillion of wealth listed on BSc now. Since 1875, it's 145 years since BSc has been serving India. BSc has played a prominent role in developing the Indian capital markets. It's Asia's first and India's first universal exchange to offer trading in all classes of assets, and also the fastest stock exchange in the world with a speed of 6 microseconds. It provides an efficient and transparent market for trading in a bouquet of products like equity, debt, currencies, commodities, interest rate derivatives, mutual funds, and stock lending and borrowing. The S&P BSE Sensex is often referred to as the barometer of Indian economy, and it's called India's index the world tracks. I'm sure that our newest member will continue to add value to the success story. The place where you are sitting used to be the training hall of BSc. Since 95, BSc became automated, and now it has become a convention hall. The book-built issue of 1.36 crore equity shares of rupees 2 each in the price band of rupees 877 to 880, aggregating to 1125 crore, was offered, and the final issue price was at the higher of the band, 880 rupees per share, and the total issue size was 1,204 crore rupees. The post-issue paid-up capital is 5 crore 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 2 each. The issue was oversubscribed 3.72 times overall. And the retail category was oversubscribed 2 times, non-institutional category 2.69 times, and QIB categories 0.03 times. Retail investors, almost 1.31 lakh applications came in. So I congratulate the Metropolis Healthcare and everyone involved, including all my investment banking friends. Give them a big hand. And we are very close to now the ringing of bell. So I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate Metropolis Healthcare, Dr. Shah, a successful listing, and wish them the very best as they forge forward in their business. Thank you very much for coming today.
So friends, as the time is nearing, we will be doing the Mementos part later. And now the moment that we all have been waiting for has finally arrived. Metropolis Healthcare lists on BSE. I request our esteemed guests to kindly move towards the gong. And please join me in the countdown to the ringing of the opening bell when the timer reaches 10 seconds. So friends, this is a very, very special moment for Metropolis. Let's give them a big hand and make this moment even more special for all of them. And before we start the countdown, just a quick So when we start the countdown, we will request all of you to kindly remain seated as we have cameras behind taking the videos. Let's all keep clapping till that moment arrives. Come on. Energetic round of applause. Let's keep clapping, everyone. Yes. Come on, keep the claps going. Louder. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So congratulations, Metropolis Healthcare is now officially listed on the stock exchanges. I request our special guest to remain at the gong for the photograph. So friends, let's once again give them a big round of applause for this very, very special moment. We request our dignitaries to kindly join us back on the dais. And once again, many, many congratulations to Metropolis. Yeah.
They're not using them.
The thank you is there.
Is required? Yeah.
Okay. Now there's no rush. Right?
Just the moment. Yeah.
Just the moment of when you close. Okay. He's not on the stage. He's not on the stage. He's there, right? Go straight. His name is again to be...
He is going to go to the other.
I know that, but his name is already mentioned here ahead. So it will go on the floor and it will be there. Moving forward to commemorate the significance of this event, we will now have an exchange of mementos. First, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, BSc Limited, will present special mementos to our esteemed dignitaries at the dais, starting from Dr. Sushil Shah, Metropolis Healthcare Limited. Let's give them a big hand. Ms. Ameera Shah, Metropolis Healthcare Limited. Mr. Vijendra Singh, CEO, Metropolis. Mr. Tushar Karnik, Metropolis CFO. Mr. Pankaj Kalra, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited. Ms. Neha Agrawal, JM Financial Limited. Mr. Sumit Jalan, Credit Suisse Securities India Private Limited. Mr. Kailash Soni, Goldman Sachs India Securities Private Limited. And Mr. Unmesh Sharma, HDFC Bank Limited. Next, Dr. Sushil Shah and Ms. Ameera Shah will present special mementos to some very special partners whose contributions have been invaluable in the successful listing of Metropolis Healthcare. Starting from Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, BSc Limited. Mr. Pankaj Kalra, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited. Ms. Neha Agrawal, JM Financial Limited. JM team, can we please have you on stage, please? Mr. Sumit Jalan, Credit Suisse Securities India Private Limited. Mr. Kailash Soni, Goldman Sachs India Securities Private Limited. Mr. Unmesh Sharma, HDFC Bank Limited. A representative from Legal Counsel, Khaitan and Company. A representative from Legal Counsel, AZB and Partners.
is not there, right? Nobody's coming. See, but just.
International Legal Counsel, Sidley Austin LLP. Unfortunately, they're not here right now, but let's give them a big hand. Next, can we have Mr. V. Subramanian from Ad Factors, Advertising and PR. A representative from the registrars to the issue, Link In Time India Private Limited. A representative from the auditors to the company, BSR and Company LLP Chartered Accountants. A representative from the Orient Printers. Not here right now. Let's once again give a huge round of applause to the Metropolis team. Thank you all the esteemed dignitaries for joining us on stage. So with this, we come to the end. Can we have the entire Metropolis team on the stage, please? And with this, we come to the end. So thank you all for joining us for this momentous occasion. I now would like to invite all of you to stay back for breakfast and wish you all a great day ahead. Thank you.